Comic books, video games, anime, sci-fi. If you've been made fun of for it, we're probably gonna talk about it.
Come on, man. You know I only surf Transformers sites when there's girls around so they can see how cool I am.
Nerd Radio starts now.
Welcome, everyone, to another week of Nerd Radio on 101 WRIF's website, as well as on part of the B-Pod Studios network. You can follow...
Can I get a little more life on this? There we go. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Can I start now?
Yes. Yeah. I realized as we were playing the intro that I had not sound checked my computer yet, and then I specifically waited until you opened your mouth to hit play. So
I sound checked the computer.
Yeah, but I didn't, and that's what's important to me.
Okay.
Now you go ahead and open the show while I, do some stuff over here on my laptop.
Right, exactly. My name is Chuck Bean. I'm joined by Al Beck, who's being very difficult this morning. And
any more difficult than usual, though, is my question.
No, not really.
All right, well, it's something to strive for.
Yeah, try harder. Al.
Yep.
And of course, joined by James.
Hello.
How are you guys doing?
Hopefully, I'm not very difficult.
No, I hope not. It's funny now that we've gone to this bi-weekly schedule, because I feel like every show needs to start with like, what have you been up to? Because I literally don't see you guys for 2 weeks.
Yeah. No, my answer's the same whether it's been 2 weeks, a week, or a day. I didn't do anything.
You've done something. It'll come up later.
Yeah. I did actually play some video games, but
in
typical me fashion, nothing new.
Nothing new.
New, yeah.
Final Fantasy? Did you pick up the Final Fantasy 7 again, the remake?
No, I haven't done that again yet, but I like
back on the Panasonic 3DO. Good for you, Al.
If I still had it, maybe. But no, I like redid my little home studio area. Like it used to be on top of a dresser,
right?
And I would just stand there, but I actually rearranged it so that I've got a desk now and a chair, and so a more comfortable place to sit down on a computer. So
moving on up,
right? So that kicked up Empire Earth again.
Oh, okay.
My favorite computer game. So I was playing some Empire Earth, and then I was in the living room and I was kind of itching to play some PlayStation. So I started a second playthrough of Red Dead Redemption 2. And
you're going to beat that game twice before I've even beaten it once.
Yeah, I mean, you weren't crazy about it, I guess, but man, I love it.
It cost me a television.
Do. That's right.
That's the one you broke your TV, throwing the controller around the ground and bounced up and took a bad ricochet?
Yep.
Well, I'm enjoying my second playthrough, and I am in like no rush at all, whereas there's so much extra stuff you can do, and there's a lot of games like that, like your Skyrims, your Fallouts, where there's a lot of extra stuff you can do besides just the story. And I was doing a bunch of sidebar stuff the first time through, and then I got to this point where I'm like, I know my attention span for games. I loved the first game. I want to see the end of this, so I kind of like really doubled down on just get through the story.
Yeah.
And this time, I don't know if I'm going to play it for months. I don't know if I'm going to make it to the end or not, but now I'm like, really taking my time and just not caring because I know the story.
You're going to get caught up playing dominoes, and the next thing you know, it's going to be 2024.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that's my latest.
I'm in the like end game of Final Fantasy X because I picked that up for my Switch because it's got 10 and 10-2 and some extra content and everything. And I've never played 10-2, but it's been so long since I played 10 that I wanted to play it before I even attempted to play 10-2. So I'm in the back half of it, and I also feel like I'm not going to do any of the side quests. I'm just going to get to the end of this game, and then I'm moving on, which is weird because I'm usually like, I got to see everything.
Right.
Like during the last couple of weeks, I finished the game Sleeping Dogs that I made a bet with my buddy in Canada. I said, you play Death Stranding, and I'll play Sleeping Dogs. He's been trying to get me to play Sleeping Dogs forever. Like, he bought it for me probably 2 years ago on Steam. It was like, you got to play this. It's amazing. And it's essentially Grand Theft Auto in Hong Kong. So it's like a kung fu movie.
Okay.
And it's really fun.
Is the Sleeping Dogs game?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's really fun, but I just never got around to it, thinking that like, well, he says it's a great game, so I'll get to it when I get to it. Mm-hmm. It'll be great whenever I get to it.
It's going to be great no matter what.
Exactly.
No matter what time you get to it.
But I finally, just a couple of nights ago, I finished it, and I'm going back in, and like there's fight clubs all over the city that you can go.
You're going to be the king of the fight clubs?
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to be the Tyler Durden of the Sleeping Dogs?
I spent a night
Sleepy Durden?
Yeah, turning into Tyler Durden, and then I spent a night there's a guy that you can call for a chop shop that just wants you to steal cars in very Grand Theft Auto.
Is his name Bob?
It is not.
Does he have big masculine man boobs?
He does not. No. Have you ever played the Fight Club game?
There's a Fight Club game?
There's a Fight Club video game.
No. Can you be Bob with bitch tits?
You can.
Oh, wow.
It's a fighting game.
What?
It's a Fight Club. It came out,
How does Meatloaf not dominate in that game?
It came out 4 years after the movie.
Wow.
It was on the original Xbox and maybe the PlayStation 2.
Crazy.
Interesting.
Yeah. Fred Durst is in it.
Fred Durst is in it. Okay.
There's 3 unreleased Limp Bizkit songs in there that are all pretty great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where was I when all this went down?
I don't
think there's any released Limp Bizkit songs that are great.
Ooh, how dare you? $3 Bill Y'all album's a phenomenal album.
This chocolate.
That's one of those. That's one of those bands that I really liked in the 8th grade, and then I outgrew them.
You had to put in the 8th grade part, huh?
Yes, I do remember being in 8th grade, and I loved Nookie at the time. I thought that song was amazing.
Al loved Nookie in the 8th grade.
Yep.
Good for you, Al. None of us, nobody else in the room was getting Nookie in the 8th grade.
Well, I mean, come on. I mean, I did it all for the Nookie,
right?
Obviously, but yeah, I don't know.
That's a waste of cookies.
Yeah. Well, you can take it and shove it up your ass. But yeah, no, I loved it in the 8th grade.
Yeah.
And then I listened to it later. I was like, wow, this is not, I don't like it. I outgrew it. I realized that these were grown adults at the time.
Yeah.
I went from ironically liking Limp Bizkit to genuinely liking Limp Bizkit.
Dude, I still like the first, up to Significant Other.
Yeah.
That first album, Significant Other. Kind of on thin ice with Significant Other.
Okay.
But anything beyond that, no, I'm not even taking it serious. But if they came to town, the tickets were free. I'd go. I'd go.
You pay for it,
I'd go. I'd probably end up having to buy tickets. I think my wife would want to go. That'd be one of those, right up there, taking one for the team. When I went to see Good Charlotte and stuff like that. It'd be one of those.
I would think they'd put on a decent show.
Yeah, I mean, Fred Durst looks like a crazy old man. If you've seen him since.
He does.
Recently, with all the controversy that's been going on with him lately.
Yeah, because he's doing that.
Faking me out, you wear a mask called counterfeit. Faking me out, you wear a mask. Faking me out, you wear a mask.
I think they got 3 genuinely good albums, and then it's pretty pick and choose once you get past that.
Yeah, and I'm not a Faith guy. I'm not into the Faith song, but pretty much everything else on that album I think rips.
Yeah.
Sour.
All right. Well, now that we've genuinely figured out who likes Limp Bizkit in this room. And who doesn't?
And who got Nookie in the 8th grade?
James, what have you been up to?
Me, not a whole lot, man. I've been dealing just dealing with personal drama. It's been nothing but personal drama. I'll save you guys the boring stories, but I've had to have somebody come out and do a land survey on my property. I'm in a property line dispute with DTE and some tree trimming stuff.
Okay.
They want to cut a whole bunch of stuff down, and I want it to stay there, and I've been dealing with that. I've been trying to learn Apex Legends though. I'm trying to get some skills.
Interesting.
In that game.
Yeah.
I suck so bad at it.
That was my problem when I tried it. I was like, man, I'm bad.
Yeah, I suck so bad at it. And then I've even teamed up with some members of my gaming community, the Manthong Mafia.
Yeah.
I've hopped on a squad with a couple of those guys. I'm even worse when I play with friends.
What? How can
if
you be
I load
worse?
in with randos, I'm so much better than with friends. Because when I'm playing with friends, we're talking and they're just trying to give me advice and they're trying to tell me what to do. Instead of when I'm playing with randos, I'm like, bad guy, ping, 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 and then go over and start to shoot them. I'd get kills and stuff. I actually made it to the end. I actually was on the champion squad once. They carried me because I died 3 times. But they carried me totally. But we got the win. But then when I played up with the Manthong Mafia squad members, it was just butt brutality is what I'll describe it as.
They dragged him down.
I was just literally, I might as well should have just pulled down my pants and bent over and let the Apex Legends just take shots right at my butt cheeks.
Have their way with you.
Yeah, because it was brutal. I'm like, I'm sorry for anybody who joined the stream. This was last week, I believe.
Yeah.
Last week I did it on
stream. So you doing it instead of Rum Royale on Fridays?
No, Fridays we're still doing Rum Royale.
Cool.
And we actually
is anyone in our Twitch chat right now at RobLiefeldFeet.com that was on that stream and can tell us just how bad James was.
Just how bad he was.
That might be.
I don't know. I don't see anybody in the chat yet, but they may just be lurking. Valiant Summer's there, though.
Valiant's here. I don't know if he was on that stream.
Right.
Well, I'm just putting that call out there. If anyone had witnessed this, let's hear.
I mean, it's still live. Some truth. It's still live on my Twitch channel if you want to go watch it. Laugh at a grown man just get annihilated.
Have you tried the Final Fantasy Battle Royale yet?
Valiant was there for a little bit.
It's on the phone.
Okay.
The First Soldier, it's called. And
First Soldier.
Yeah, I tried it. I think I told you guys it's the game that I discovered I could Bluetooth a PlayStation 4 controller to my phone to play it because the controls on the phone are a little wonky. I think I'm in like a low beginner tier, or I'm like facing a lot of bots because I actually won a game over the weekend.
Look at you. What do they call the winner?
I don't know, the Survivor or something like that.
You are the Final Fantasy.
Right.
That's like, cool. That's a cool title.
But they just wrapped up in February. They had an event where you could get loot boxes that would give you skins that look like the PlayStation 1 versions of the Final Fantasy 7 characters.
So they totally like take them down like a couple of graphics levels.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like I actually got Blocky Cloud. Cloud
okay.
Strife from the Final Fantasy 7 and the big blonde hair. Yeah, exactly.
Which is a giant sword that's comically large.
Right. But you can also much like in Realm Royale, you can summon Chocobos instead of your mount.
Oh,
so you can run
cool.
around and you can breed the Chocobos like you could in the original Final Fantasy 7 so that they'll be faster or less,
You're gonna get me into Chocobo breeding now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna become a Chocobo breeder.
I don't know, you should try it. It's pretty fun.
Chocobo Nookie.
No cookies involved.
Well, the cookies are what you use to get the male chocobo aroused for the female chocobo before they.
I've been doing it wrong.
Yeah, before they mate. You got to.
You should have called James.
Yep. Depending on the flavor of cookie.
Yeah.
Is going to determine the gender of the baby chocobos that come out.
Okay. How do you determine what color they're going to be?
That is just in God's hands. I guess.
Oh, okay.
I wish I had a better answer for that.
So I'm pretty sure when it comes to gaming, one of the big stories is that last week, Elden Ring. Hey, it's Chocobos up.
Oh, dude, Elden Ring. Oof, I've seen some people play this one.
I've been watching people. I was curious if you tried it out at all because I'd watched some people play it. I know right off the bat. Like I tried Bloodborne, and I think I tried the original Demon Souls. And these games are not for me.
Yeah, I know for a fact this is not a game for me to play. If it's in the same realm as Dark Souls, I will break controllers. I will break TV. Something will get broken.
Yeah.
If I play it, because I know I will get too frustrated. Now, with that being said, I think the game looks incredible.
Yeah.
Like the monsters and things that you're fighting, I think look awesome. And I wish that I could play the game, but I know nothing good will come of me dropping the money on it, other than having to spend more money on replacement parts. It looks very cool though.
Yeah, it's for those that don't know, Albeck.
What?
The Souls style games are games where the combat is extremely difficult. You're going up against like boss monsters all the time, and you have to learn to parry and roll out of the way of hits and then hit them from behind. And fights usually take quite a while. And if you screw up, then you lose all your stuff and you got to start at the beginning again.
Does not sound like a game for me.
No, it sounds way too frustrating.
I think it's a game for people into like the BDSM of
video games. Yeah. People who really liked ninja games.
Video game mistress.
Yes. Yes, I'm here to whip you.
Oh my God, there's no safe word.
But that game came out on Friday, I believe, last week, and a game development studio over in Japan actually gave everybody the day off.
Did they?
Because they knew they were all going to be just muddling through their work so they could get home and play Elden Ring. So they essentially gave them the equivalent of like, we just had the big football game for the NFL a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if we can say it on a podcast, but I know we can't say it on the air.
Well, it's just not. There was this big game that everyone watches,
right?
And there's shows and commercials and all that stuff.
A large, maybe like a bowl, maybe even Superman would eat out of.
Yes.
There you go. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, they essentially gave them
incredible receptacle.
The incredible receptacle. I like it. So yeah, it's like people always want the Monday after the incredible receptacle off.
Yeah.
And then these people got the day of the game.
That's cool. Could you imagine them doing that here? Like not even for the Incredible Receptacle,
right?
But like a game came out. Let's say a new Smash Brothers comes out.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, America, enjoy your time. Go play that game.
Go play Smash Brothers. Yeah. I don't think we do it for a video game here, but I think definitely like the Marvel movies have become such a big deal that I could have seen some places being like, all right, Endgame's out today. You guys aren't going to be able to do anything but talk about it, so everybody just take the day off, go see the damn movie.
Yeah. See the movie,
come back on Monday.
About it, but then we don't want to hear a peep from your mouth.
Yeah, when you come back on Monday, no spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it ever does happen, it'll start with the Incredible Receptacle and go from there.
I'm sure. Yeah, absolutely. Also, the other big news that comes from about a week ago is that the Steam Deck is finally releasing.
You can actually buy it now.
Yeah, people are finally getting their first hands on the Steam Deck, and I actually wanted to pull up this image
like
to show you. Yeah, it's basically the Nintendo Switch, but you run Steam through it, so you can run most of your computer games on it. It has
get some coal burning and some water.
It has a dock, so you can, just like the Switch, so you can put it in and play it on your television with like a controller or a mouse and a keyboard. And as you can see, it's a little bit bigger than a Switch. I think, James, this is probably right up your alley.
It might help me, with my old man hands.
Right.
I can't.
I think it's probably just the right size. You can see in this picture over here how much bigger it is.
I mean, my hand was hurt over, was it earlier this week? I think it was griping now.
Is that yeah. Is that a full-size Switch it's comparing it to? Because they've got that smaller version too, right?
No, that's the one that I've got. That's the one where the controllers come off the side.
But there is a smaller Switch, right?
There is, yeah.
That one you don't dock or anything. It's just strictly handheld.
Yeah, you can't put it in the dock to play it on the television. You can't take the controllers off the side to utilize them. Because like when me and Amy play Mario Kart, she just takes the right controller and I take the left controller.
Yeah, I mean, if I played video games more, I love the idea of the Switch because it combines the portability I get the appeal of it. I just I don't play games enough. Eventually, I plan on buying a PS5 because I've always had a PlayStation, but like I'm not in any hurry. I'm not hovering over emails waiting for a chance to buy one or whatever. Right. It's like I'll get to it eventually, but if it wasn't even for the fact that I've always had a PlayStation, I wouldn't even get that. I don't game enough.
I have to say that I don't think I've played a game on my PlayStation 4 for months. If I play a game, it's usually on my gaming PC or on my Switch.
Sure.
And like I still love the games that I have for my PlayStation 4. I just don't get around to them. There's only so much time. I'm always in the middle of.
There's only so much grinding you can do in the Marvel Avengers game.
Yeah, that's for sure. Like I think I'm officially completely done with that game. I don't see going back to that game.
Did Spider-Man been put in it yet?
Yeah.
Okay, so we did talk about Spider-Man getting put in it.
Yeah, they did include Spider-Man. You've
had your Spider
cool, but it's not as cool as actually playing the Sony Spider-Man games.
Okay.
Like once you've played those, if you've never played those games, then oh boy, is it fun to play Spider-Man. But if you've played those games, it's not as good.
It's not
good. It experiences playing the Spider-Man.
I mean, to back you up, Al, like I have a PS5, and I really have no purpose owning one. To be honest, other than I play Apex Legends on it, so I'm not controller confused when I go back and play Realm Royale.
Right.
I want to play Realm Royale on the Xbox. I want to still have the muscle memory with the fingers and all that stuff. So that way, if I play Apex, I'm playing on a different controller, different system. So that way, in my mind, the games are different. So when I go back
where do you do most of your gaming then? He does, Chuck does Switch and gaming computer. Where do you spend most of your...
I would say a majority of mine is on the Xbox.
Though. Xbox, okay.
Yeah.
Do you have the latest Xbox?
No, I still got an OG Xbox One.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
okay.
like and that's I guess the one advantage of having the PS5. Games do boot up much quicker.
Yeah.
So much quicker. And especially if I'm playing Realm Royale, I'm playing with the Manthong Mafia. There's dudes that are already in lobbies waiting. And my game is still just finishing, like the screen that's loading is still, taking me in to choose my squad again. So
it's funny to me that that you are more of an Xbox guy than a PlayStation, but you've got the current version of the PlayStation, but you're still behind on the Xbox.
Here's the thing: if Microsoft sent me an email like, "Hey, we have an Xbox X, whatever," I'd be like, "Oh, I guess I do. Maybe I do need to buy one of these. Let me rack up some more credit card debt." But because that's. But also the reason why I bought it also was the potential, not to be a jerk, but the potential of making a bunch of extra money off of some
there is that
poor parent who's got to have this for their kid. Oh, well, you want to pay $1,200 for a PS5 with a controller? Here you go, bad mom.
You scalping bastard.
Well, here's the thing, though, James. If you're planning on doing that, you need to do it now because
no, it's open. It's mine now. I've already surfed the internet with that pornography, and it's tarnished now.
Gotcha. Because I was going to say, if you don't do it now with your luck, you're going to go home and be like, you know what? I'm going to get rid of the PS5. I never play it and whatever. Right. And it's going to be like the day there's like chips aplenty. And you could buy one for $4.25 at your local resale shop.
Breaking news. PlayStation 5 available everywhere. Walmart, Target, Meijer, anywhere anything is sold at your local gas station. They've all been reduced in price by $300.
Yeah, for $199.99.
Yep, and they're like, we have so many, it's buy one, get 3 free.
Like, why? Why? This always happened to me.
Yeah. And then you try and turn it around with like, well, this one has some of James's porn on it.
Yeah. Like, this one's been to mommymilkers.com though.
You will be carding whoever buys it though.
Yeah.
Just to
I really
be
hope
safe.
that's not a real website because I just made that up.
Yeah.
It's gonna be embarrassing.
When he went to Daddy Milkers, it was incognito.
Yes, absolutely. Actually, no, it's that DuckDuck. I use DuckDuckGo. When I go to daddymilkers.com, it's DuckDuckGo, Al. I don't want to chance anything. You know what kind of ads would pop up when you go to Daddy Milkers?
Yep.
Once Rob Liefield's feet expires, that's what he's going to make Nerd Radio.
Yeah. daddymilkers.com.
Yep.
Number one source for daddy milk.
The logo is just a table with a hole in it.
Aww.
Why digging it literal? Do I go in the bottom? Or do I go underneath the hole? Or do I lay on top?
So confusing.
Did you guys watch the show Dave?
No.
By any chance?
I don't think so.
There's this rapper, and he really is a rapper, called Little Dicky.
Okay.
And,
yes, I have seen that show.
Yeah.
I thought it was called something else.
It is. I only watched like half of the first season, but it's
really funny.
Really funny. And that's his fantasy.
It's a table with a hole in it?
It's the thing. I'm not even going to say it in the context, but that thing that we were just joking about.
All right.
And so his girlfriend makes a table for it, and then like they're having a party with his roommate.
I totally forgot all about this.
He has a roommate.
Yeah.
And his roommate kind of walks in on him or over. He's like, I'm not even going to ask questions or whatever. But they throw a party and they use the table. And someone it's got a tablecloth over, but somebody drops it right over the hole.
In the middle.
Yeah.
Of course.
And so the roommate finally is fed up and reveals what the table is to everyone there. Oh God.
Yeah, Valiant Summer in the chat saying this show took a hard left turn. It's true. It's true. I had one more story about the Steam Deck, but really we need to take a break after this.
Hard and steamy.
I can't really
hard
get to
turns
it.
in the Steam Deck. Valiant, that's a formula for some fun.
We're going to take a short break. When we get back, there's a whole bunch of stuff coming to stream services.
Well, I think we should tease this.
Okay.
I don't even know if you realize this or not. I didn't realize it until this morning, but James saw the Batman.
Hey!
I did.
And I saw Studio 666.
So we can do some movie reviews on the way, too. So.
All right. So that's what you got to look forward to next on Nerd Radio.